Howdy, folks. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, right? Yeah, it is a Tuesday. Um, I wanted to talk about a few things that happen when you start carnivore. What are the benefits? Like, what kind of changes can you expect? Um, what health improvements? Um, you know, different things that are going to happen that are positive, right? So we'll leave out some of the negative stuff. We've talked about, you know, the difficulties that you can run into a few times. But let's talk about the good stuff because that's really why you're doing it. Because to be honest with you, none of the bad stuff is really that bad, and we're doing it because of the benefits and health benefits. So let's talk about those. Um, First thing that I noticed was my skin improved. Right, so my eyes got wider. When I talk about skin improvements, it's just like a general like looking and glow to your skin that you just don't get on a standard American diet or even a keto diet because I did keto. I think it has a lot to do with just your getting the nutrients that you've been missing, and I think a majority of your diet is supposed to be protein and fat, and if you're not getting majority of your diet protein and fat, you're just not getting the nutrients that you need or enough. Um, Skin improvements, big one. Something that I noticed right off the bat: energy levels. I had somebody in my group talk about sleep, and my experience is that you do sleep less when you're carnivore. For some reason, six, some people it's even five to 7 hours of sleep is restful, and they wake up, and they're like, oh, I only got 5 or 6 hours of sleep, but I feel great, right? And I have all this energy, and maybe that some of that has to do with the fact that you're not getting caffeine and coffee toxins in your diet, and some of you are, and if you're drinking caffeine, I've quit coffee a number of times. Currently, I'm not drinking it, and every single time I have gone long periods of time without it, the benefits are just crazy. So one of them is being able to sleep a lot better. But your energy levels are just so much better. You have a lot less anxiety. And I think caffeine has a lot to do with that too. But if you need caffeine in order to feel energized, you're probably on the wrong diet, right? And I've said this before. I don't mean to offend any of you, but the truth is, caffeine is a toxin. It's a neurotoxin. It's a drug. If you're using it to get through your days, it might be worth considering giving it up because it will interfere with the carnivore diet. It's definitely not beneficial in any way. Some other benefits. Zen, get out of there. Sorry, kids in the other room, in the bathroom or kitchen. Um, so mood improvements. Some people, when they're hungry, might get a little short tempered. It's not the same as being hangry. It's different. Zoe, will you get him that bottle for him? It's not like being hangry. It's more of a intense, like, okay, I'm just gonna go find my food, right? It's an actual hunger. It's a physiological hunger as opposed to just a drug, like, oh my god, my blood sugar is low. I need to get it back up. So there's no crash. That's the other thing. Is like you never crash. My energy levels at 4 in the morning are the same as they are at 4 in the afternoon or 2 in the afternoon. I don't ever feel like, oh my god, I need some coffee. I'm so tired. Um, you're also the other benefit is being able to go long periods of time without eating. Nobody talks about this, but I don't have to eat every 2 hours like I do on a sugar-based diet. If I'm using fat for fuel, I can. Typically, I don't eat until like around noon every day, and then I'll eat for like 2 or 3 hours. So between like noon and 3, and then that's pretty much it. I don't really need to eat anymore, and I'm full. That's a huge benefit, right? Because you got more time to do stuff. You don't need to worry about where I'm going to get food every 2 hours, and it's really hard to put on weight and get fat when you're on a carnivore diet. Some people they initially lose a lot of weight, and other people initially actually gain weight. I actually initially gained weight. I actually put on muscle, put on size, put on a little bit of fat, and my body was like, "Oh, we got all the things we need. Let's gather all those things and hoard them." And you know, after a while, you come into a balance, and that goes away. I actually ended up losing weight. So I actually went from 100 and I was 160 pounds when I started on carnivore. I started eating carnivore in January, but by 2 months I was 185 pounds, And then from 2 months to, so the last 6 months has been me just continuously dropping a little bit of weight here and there, and I'm down to 152. So 160 to 185 down to 152, all on the same, pretty much same diet. That's a big swing. So, and the more unhealthy you are in the beginning, the more of those kind of things you're going to see, the up and downs. And I was not that healthy. I was eating pizza with canola oil in it almost every day. I ate out all the time. I was eating, which is a heart disease city. So anything with oils in it is definitely going to send you down the wrong path. French fries are the worst. That's one thing that gets everybody to say, "Oh, let me eat these French fries." Are literally soaked in heart disease oil. That's what I call it, heart disease oil, because that's what it does. It gives you heart disease. Some other benefits are not having to worry about what you're going to cook. It's pretty easy to know, hey, I'm just going to eat a slab of meat every day. Whatever kind of meat it is, it's just easy. I don't have to worry about sides. Cleanup is easier. I don't have to worry about cooking 3 or 4 things on the stove. We barely ever use the stove. I use the stove for eggs for the kids. That's about it. Maybe a few things here and there. But my grill, I got 3 grills outside. I got a gas grill, gas Weber. I got an auto grill, which is fucking badass. And then I have my buddy actually let me borrow his Pit Boss because he's got 14 smokers in his backyard. His dad gets him a new smoker every year for Christmas, so he's got all these smokers. Like, you can have this one. I was like, okay, I'll try it, and I actually enjoy the smoker for ribs and things like that. Hey Zoe, can you go shut the laundry room door? Yes, you can. You can do it. You have a dress on. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Normally Zoe doesn't wear, she doesn't like to keep her clothes on because she's like in and out of the pool, so she doesn't want to run in front of my video naked. So I'm like, she's like, oh, I don't have clothes on. You do have clothes on. You can go shut the laundry room door for me. It's kind of loud. Hurry up. Thank you. And then improvements as far as weight loss. There's so many improvements that come with that. It's just like less stress on your body. Other benefits would include just like being more aware. Like, once you're aware of how toxic certain things are, and how how bad certain foods are for you, you become aware and you don't want to involve yourself in those things. You don't want to participate, which I think is a huge benefit because that's the whole thing, is we get trapped into these cycles of like, oh, it's okay, I could just go out, and because I'm at a restaurant, I can eat these French fries and hamburger and think that this is okay. Carnivore, you're a lot more aware of that, and you're like, I just don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it, and it's a lot easier to put your foot down because you feel the benefits and you feel how much better you feel. You don't want to go back. Everybody's like, oh, would you have a cheat day? I wouldn't say a cheat day, or a cheat meal. There's been a few times I've had something here or there that was not carnivore, or was like a fruit, or even I had rice one time. Every single time I felt terrible afterwards, and the one time that I had rice, I had stomach ache for probably 4 days. This is just what happens when your body is so used to not having this junk, right? Fiber is junk food. It can't be digested by you. You're not using it for energy. You're not using it for fuel. They say bacteria need it, but I haven't needed it, and I poop every single day, and I don't take in any fiber at all. So that must be a lie, because it's not true. Everybody that I know that is on a high fiber diet either has irritable bowel disease or some sort of problem. So I and when I was eating fiber and crap every day, I had Crohn's disease. Okay, so autoimmune diseases, that's the other benefit. Autoimmune diseases tend to disappear, which is fucking awesome. I mean, some people it takes longer than others, but for me, my Crohn's issues and bad poops just disappeared. It was within a week. It was it's crazy fast, right? Hey, what are you doing over there? Don't be banging that. Take that bottle and put it in the sink. Take it away from him. He doesn't need to have that. Thank you. No, Zen. All right, give it back to him. It's fine. These kids, man. Zen, you want to come here? Zoe, do you want to say hi in the video? Yeah. Okay, come say hi. Come here, Zen. You want to say hi?
Hi.
You gotta come back here.
Hi.
Hi, say my name is Zoe.
My name is Zoe.
And then where's Zen? Zen over here?
Yeah.
Zen's tired and he's cranky, and that's why he's being a punk. Ugh! Say hi, Zen. These are carnivore babies. Zoe and, well, actually, I did make them some. So Mom decided this morning to quit dairy, which was a big step. Definitely needed to be done. Mom's carnivore, but she's been using heavy cream, and she realized this morning that she wasn't craving the coffee, she was craving the heavy cream, and it was a very strong addiction. And I told her, I said, hey, cream is dangerous. So I used the rest of the cream and made them some ice cream. But the cream's gone. We're going to try to stop buying that. I'm not going to buy that anymore and not have it in the house. But other than, but I mean, like with the kids, it's, you give them stuff as a snack. Okay, here's your bottle, sir. But we had a steak and some pork rinds and some. What else do we have today? Oh, a meat stick. I already said ice cream. Mango. And then usually they have eggs for breakfast. There's no more. Go get some more.
I already had pancakes.
You want some of Daddy's? Yeah. So.
I want some of yours.
Nope.
Why?
That's mine. You have your water bottle in there. Anyway, so as far as benefits goes, pretty much gone through most of them. I mean, just like overall health, weight loss for a lot of people, and eventually it will be weight loss, or at least an equilibrium for your body. Some people just need the weight, right? There's some genetics that they're just genetically programmed to carry a little bit of weight, and that's not bad. I mean, weight loss is not health. We have to get that. We have to, understand that. Everybody thinks, oh, I went on this diet and I lost 30 pounds. Well, that could have been really stressful for your body, and it's not healthy, right? And then everybody's like, oh, I want to be on that diet too. And then they stay on that diet and they wonder why they, like the mortality rate for keto doesn't look that promising. I mean, it's, and it's probably just because you're missing out on the vital protein and overloading your body with fat. I mean, you need both. There's essential amino acids and essential fatty acids. There's no essential carbohydrates. But if you only get essential fatty acids and not the essential amino acids, it's no different than, a poor diet. It's a terrible diet. Not knocking the keto guys. Like, I'm sure, you guys get protein. I would just, like, for me, like weightlifting and stuff like that, I know that the protein is vital. Like, I have to, when I have that much meat, it just makes me feel better. But, benefits of time and how much effort you have to put into cooking and cleaning up is better. The type of people that you hang around, you may stop associating with people that have bad food habits, which is a positive to me. You know, sometimes you need an excuse to not be around people that make poor choices, especially for your kids. I mean, and that's the other thing is like the kids get to see you making these positive food choices and eating a species appropriate diet. What do you think that does for their future? They need to see their parents. You have to make positive. You're not going to teach your kids by telling them what to do. They don't listen, right? They actually listen by watching what you do. Whatever you do, that's what your kids are going to do. So if you're making poor food choices and doing all that, I mean, so that's a big benefit. I mean, how are my kids going to respond to seeing me always making positive food choices? Eating species appropriate diet. And the kids' behavior is a lot better. Whenever Zoe, we've been like at a couple, like we'd go to an event or go somewhere here or there, and Zoe obviously is gonna eat whatever's there because she's a kid. Um, and I can see the behavior change after she's eating something with a bunch of sugar in it. Right, their behavior goes to shit. So that's the other benefit. Your kids will probably behave better. ADHD, all that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure it's caused by a species inappropriate diet, eating a bunch of sugar. But yeah, and then the other thing when you take control of your diet is that you care about other aspects of health. So just the fact that you care more than the next person means that you're probably going to be healthier because you're aware and you care. So these are all benefits. The skin was my favorite just because I just liked how and then I was able to put on a lot of muscle too, which was cool. More so muscle that I had kind of lost that I had gained in my 20s, and then when I did keto, I actually lost a lot of muscle. This was years ago, and then I went back on the standard American diet, then started carnivore, and then started putting on the muscle came back. So, it's an anabolic, you know, process. You're eating the meat, and if you're eating it all the time, that could be a problem too. You don't want to just like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't think you should be eating 3 ribeyes a day or anything like that. There is a limit, and your body can only handle so much protein, which is, like I said earlier, that's the benefit. You can go long periods of time without eating, which is cool, and it kind of gives you, it's like a superpower in this world. I mean, everybody's got to stop every 2 hours to get something to eat. Doesn't make any sense. It's definitely not our species. People, when they say things like, I need to eat every 2 hours, or I haven't eaten since blah blah blah, and I'm feeling this way. It's like our species lasted through ice ages, through all kinds of cataclysms, through all kinds of things, and you're telling me that you can't make it from this morning till now without eating, without feeling like crap. Like, there's obviously that is by definition metabolic disorder. If you feel hangry, that is a huge sign that you are close to diabetes. Sorry, but that's true. Like, people that use the word hangry, and there's lots of people that are skinny that have diabetes, just so you know, or pre-diabetic. 87% of this country. That means if you're in a room of 10 people, almost 9 of those people are pre-diabetic, right? 8 points, 87%. So, um, the benefits kind of outweigh whatever small things that I've run into that are an issue, and most of them have to do with just poor habits to begin with. Like electrolytes and things like that. Like EMFs have a lot to do with how much electrolytes you're using, stress, that kind of thing. So just the daily life that we've created for ourselves as humans is ignorant, because we cause all of our problems. We make all of our problems, and then we sell some solution for it. That's really how human beings work nowadays, which is stupid. Um, yep. Please join the group, Carnivore, Harder, Happier, Healthier. I'm here to help. Dr. Sabrina Solt's also in the group. We make a few videos here and there together. If you want to watch any of our other YouTube videos, please like and subscribe. Share the videos in your groups. Um, you know, we try to build a community. That's the one thing I love about carnivore community is, like, everybody is like, their goal is health, whereas like the vegan goal is to make everybody else like you. They want everyone to be vegan. So if this doesn't happen, this doesn't happen. It's a moral high ground. Whereas carnivore, it's just a bunch of people that, maybe got duped into the wrong diet, the wrong type of food, and they want to be better now, So, which is cool, and we're all on the same path. Like, you got people that are, big, short, tall, small, fat, skinny, muscular, like all different kinds of people, and we all just want the same thing, and that's health. And we all care about our family and what they're eating, So that's kind of cool. So join the groups. I actually share other groups in my group. Try to promote other people and other. I think that's important. But we're all here to help each other. If you have any questions, please comment. Let me know what you think. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.